Now, in case of second case, how to calculate taxable supply? Taxable supply. For example, you can take transaction like this: sold goods to Andhra Pradesh, AP, Andhra Pradesh. Rupees, here it will be given rupees 1 lakhs in the question. Rupees 1 lakh. Here amount is given. In such a case, we are in Karnataka, which is happened in Andhra Pradesh. So you are supposed to write in the IGST column 1 lakhs. 1 lakhs. Second one, sold goods to dealer at Mangalore. Dealer at Mangalore. Rupees 50,000. Rupees 50,000. We are in Karnataka. Then we are supposed to write in CGST and SGST, because why means we know that which is happened within the states. Supplied goods to dealer at Mandya. Dealer at Mandya. We are in Karnataka. Mandya also is there in Karnataka. So CG rupees 20,000. Then we are supposed to write here 20,000. Next one, purchased goods from unregistered dealer. Other than unregistered dealer purchase, no other purchase will come while calculation of total taxable supply. From unregistered dealer in Puttur, then that will come under CGST and SGST, rupees 10,000. If it is from other states, then that will go to the IGST. If it is within the Union Territory, that will come here. And next one is called as sold goods to supplied goods to Mangalore dealer to Mumbai dealer. Mangalore dealer to Mumbai dealer. Then that should be considered in the IGST rupees 1 lakh belongs to 1 lakh. This is second. The total of this called as taxable supply. Now, while talking about the third, is the second case. Next one, third case. I will write a transaction here now. In third case, supplied goods to dealer at Bangalore, rupees 1 lakh at 18% GST. At 18% GST. Now, what we're supposed to do here is, we are in Karnataka. Yes or no? We are in Karnataka. Bangalore also belongs to Karnataka. So that will fall under CGST and SGST. But you are not supposed to write tick mark here, or you should not write amount. You should write the product of that 18% of 1 lakh. 18% here which belongs to Karnataka within the state. Rate is 18%, but you are supposed to take 9% and 9% for CGST and SGST. That is 1 lakh into 9%. 1 lakh into 9%. Here everything is given. Everything is given. You are supposed to do like this. You are supposed to do like that. If you want, you can keep on total column also here. Total column also here. ನಾನು ಕ್ಲಾಸಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಗೆ ಮಾಡಿಸಿದ್ರೆ ನೆನಪಿಲ್ಲ ನನಗೆ. ಟೋಟಲ್ ಕಾಲಮ್ ಹಾಕಿದ್ದೀನಾ? ಹಾಕಿದರೆ ಹಾಕ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಅಮೌಂಟನ್ನು ಬರೆಯೋದು ಮತ್ತು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡೋದು. ಅದು ಇಟ್ ವೋಂಟ್ ಮೇಕ್ ಎನಿ ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಸ್. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್, sold goods to. Sold goods to Andhra Pradesh, or supply goods to Andhra Pradesh, rupees 1 lakh at 12% GST. At 12% GST. Now, is it Andhra Pradesh? You are in Karnataka, which happened in Andhra Pradesh. So you are supposed to go for what? IGST at 12% means that is 12,000. Next transaction here is supplied goods to SEZ developer Mumbai, rupees 1 lakh at 12%. Even though it is given 12%, there is no meaning for that. If it is SEZ which is 0 rated, so here you should write IGST, you should write 0 here and all nil, because if you apply 0 by 100 into this means you will get 0. ನಾವು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಟಿಕ್ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ ಹಾಕ್ತೀವಿ, ಎಸ್ ಆರ್ ನೋ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸೇಬಲ್ ಹೌದು ಅಂತ, ಬಟ್ 0 rated, but 0 rated. Like this, we are supposed to do total of this is called as tax liability. Tax liability. Total of this is called as tax liabilities. These are the three concepts you are supposed to keep it in your mind. There are two schemes while talking about GST: composition scheme and regular scheme. While talking about a composition scheme, you are supposed to calculate aggregate turnover. Aggregate supply or aggregate is not income. I told you income once is not income. Aggregate turnover. Aggregate turnover. Total turnover you are supposed to calculate. If it is more than 1.5 crores, deemed to be a general scheme. If it is less than that, we can possibly go for composition scheme. You are supposed to pay 1% tax. In case of hotel, 5%. 5%. If it is under general scheme, we are supposed to calculate taxable turnover. Taxable turnover. How to calculate taxable turnover? In 3 cases I told you. First case, transaction will be given without amount. Without amount, just tick mark. If it is given with amount, then you are supposed to write. If in third case, with amount with tax rate, then you are supposed to calculate tax liability.